Right, so this is our tiny house tour. Now, there's been loads of work in the process, and it's a really quirky, quaint little place to come and have an holiday. So, the development, as you can see, we've got a tiny little house that used to be a barn. We've got 2 terraced houses that was one originally. And what we've done is we've used the buy, refurbish, refinance method to purchase a really good deal, refurbish it, keeping the cost down, and we've increased the value by 25% or more to then refinance and pull all of our money out. And I'll explain that in a little bit more detail later on. So this is Robyn's house. We're here in Brinshenkin in Anglesey, and I'm going to take you on a bit of a tour, exactly what we've been up to, the costs, and later on in the video we're going to do a bit of a vlog and places to check out on the island. So some of the things we have when you're checking in is you've got facial recognition cameras, and you've got a key safe there for your entering, so we don't actually have to be here for those that want to come and stay and come through. So we've got a few quirky space saving ideas. Now this was my builder's idea. It's compact living, so we've got our shoes that will stay in here, and then they just fit in there like that. Quirky little space saving ideas like that pay dividends when you've got a small amount of space. So if you come through, the full interior, exterior, it's a brand new building. So everything in terms of like electrics, it's got its own supply, it's fed from the #1 house. And how we've managed to get around doing this is through it being classed as an annex. It was already an existing building, but if you want to create a tiny house yourself, you can do something like that. Depending on where you are and the planning regulations, you can build something within 3 meters of your own property to create something really cool. So inside here, we've gone for what is Welsh known as a crog den. A crog den was when you had loads of kids back in the day and you didn't have any more room, and you create a loft attic space. We wanted to keep loads of light in there, light pooling throughout the house, and yeah, we've done a really good job. So up there we've got a skylight, we've got a double bed, TV, and I'll let my wife go and show you that up there. So when I designed this, I designed it for myself. Now we've done those other 2 houses, and we'll record those as and when we come to do another vlog, and they're both slightly different, but they're really cool as well, so that'll be in another video. But I designed this for myself, and when I designed it, I wanted a big double bed, I wanted bedside lights, and I wanted a massive telly. Now this telly comes accompanied with a Bose surround system, and this soundbar is epic. So it's got everything you need in terms of media. You've got your voice Alexa, you've got a Nintendo Switch that you can play from your bed, you've got a 65-inch screen with surround sound, and you can have it rocking in here. We've had the tunes cranked, shut the doors, we've been outside, and it is silent. These old stone houses were built to last, and yeah, 2 foot thick walls keeps the sound in, that's all I'll say. So in terms of the structure, let it come over here, every external wall, because we wanted to keep it really eco-friendly and, you know, energy efficient, on this side of the island, in all the villages within Anglesey itself, the smaller villages, they do without gas. It's only to the main, like Amlook, Beaumaris, you know, the bigger places, Llangefni, that they actually have gas running in off Holyhead where it comes in. So everything's electric, so you've got to be really energy efficient with keeping costs down and bills. So within each one of these external walls, i.e. the roof and every single wall, we've got 50mm of Kingspan Celotex insulation, and it's stud walled. It is cushy. When the heat's on and it's an ambient temperature, it's just perfect. It's cool in the summer, which it is now, and it's warm in the winter. Another great addition that we've had done is the log burner, and I'll check that out. So this log burner, when you're going through maybe like a second floor or a ceiling, you know, it's a twin wall insulation flue, and we've got a nice log burner there that we picked up on Facebook pretty cheap. Let me show you the bathroom. So in here there's no windows, just because of the orientation and the layout of the land. This small section at the back, when we go into the courtyard, the neighbour's garden encroaches on the rear of that. So yeah, we've got it vented, got a nice silent fan vented going up through the roof. We've got a power shower, sink, electric radiators, and yeah, it's a decent size space. You know, you can quite comfortably get in, and yeah, it's really good. Something I will tell you about is when it comes to electric heating, I'd highly recommend these Milec electric heaters. Now you can get them from HSD online if you're in the UK. You can pay a bit extra and you can have these ceramic radiators. It retains the heat a little bit more. They do cost more money, but they stay, I think it's about half an hour heating out for longer after. Can I just introduce my dog? Like, if you hear something crying in the background, it's this thing here. He's a good lad, but he's thick as anything. So, yeah, these radiators are pretty good. You get them for about 170 odd pounds each. 2 kilowatts, so it'll give you the square meterage of exactly how big your room is. I think it's a 2 kilowatt in here and it's a 1.5 in here. So, my favourite feature within this tiny house project has got to be the electrics. So with it being a vaulted ceiling, if you come over here, we'll switch them on, and we've got LED lights running outside, inside. So we've got LED lights running down the purlins of the roof, or the rafters, and then we've got this nice modern chandelier. This was in our living room at one point, and I never wanted to get rid of it because I wanted to make good use of the light. So, top tip when it comes to doing renovations is cost saving measures. The amount of money you can save on materials being purchased. So for example, the windows, don't get me wrong, you can buy new, and it's always better to get new, but as and when you can save money, you're putting that in your pocket and you can spend it elsewhere. So I've always got the motto of buying second hand good quality, because the difference between good quality and cheap new is you buy cheap, you pay twice. So you go into B&M, you know, or you go to a furniture land, you know it's going to last twice as long, but it costs more money. So anyway, windows, 20 quid a piece. We picked these up off Facebook Marketplace. The front door was £100 and we got them as a set of 3, so we got 3 matching doors for each one of the projects. Yeah, if you can save a bit of money in between, just rhyme off a few things. So the bed was from eBay. I think it was about 200 quid. It's a gas strut lift up bed. The bedding, furnishings, soft furnishings are from the range, B&M, Curry's for most of the electrics. The oven itself was £100, got that on Facebook. Car boots are really good, or if you're in the US, it'll be like flea markets. Picking up stuff like chairs. It's really good, really good. Excuse me, Rocky. You going for a wee wee? Go on then. So this courtyard at the back, it's a bit of just a beer garden, I call it. We've got the pub bench, we got the heater, and we've got the party lights. So these Love Island style lights, they were from Costco. I think they're about £15 for the string. And little ideas like all of this I've created just off my own vision. You know, decided to get the Anglesey LED sign. Something unique. I thought it would be really cool. It'll look good on the photos when it goes on booking.com. So I'll show you a little bit of space saving ideas, quirky things later on in the video, but I want to get on to having a good day. We're only here for, you know, the next 24 hours, and I want to show you a bit of the island. I'm going to go on some nice walks. Don't know what we're going to have for dinner, and yeah, come with us on the rest of the day out. We're going for walkies. Hey? Give us a smile and we'll go for walkies. Nope, don't want to go. Come on then. Church and a big rock over there. So what I can only describe is a church on a big rock. I'm a bit dim when it comes to being a tourist in Wales. I'm experiencing everything for the first time. I've only worked here, but I've seen nothing but good things of this, and we literally just stumbled across it. So if you're interested in having a stay and coming to Anglesey, checking out the properties and experiencing summer where it's glorious, check out the description below, and it's renovaproperty.co.uk. You can check out the 3 properties that we've got. We've partnered up with Oyster Lettings, and you can book online, and we've got some great discounts this year. So we're on our way to Rosniger, and this is a bit of a surfing village. If there was one in Anglesey, this is the place to go. I've heard nothing but nice things. We even looked at a property near here, and yeah, we're going to check it out. I don't actually know a lot of the area, so it's nice that you're experiencing it for the first time with me. But yeah, I've got this funny thing, right? Since living, working, holidaying in Anglesey, just you pick up on a few things. So following rules, you know, if it's a 20 mile an hour in a village, everyone does 20 mile an hour. Throughout England, people just do not care. You'll not park in disabled bays over here. People don't care. Double yellows, they'll not do it over here. But something unusual which I've found, and a few people have said it as well, is, you know, say you're giving way and someone's waited for you, it's a single track road, you know, just a simple hand gesture of a thanks for waiting doesn't happen over here, or very rarely I should say, but it's not a gripe, it's just something I've picked up on, yeah.
I've got a sausage.
Hungry? Rocky hungry? Want to chip as well? So this is Rosniger Beach, and nice place to have fish and chips for dinner. I'd say it was 7 out of 10. It was alright. It was a bit heavily battered, so it was a bit soggy inside, but still good, still good. Beautiful gold sands, and Mum's come to the rescue.
She's brought me because I don't know where my others are.
Do some sandcastles. Going for a swim. So there's something to be said with the beaches in Wales, especially from where we are, like where we are in Wigan, you got Blackpool and Southport, and they are just brown, pretty vile. You don't want to get in it, it's not nice, but yeah, it's as clean as anything abroad. Something you get down in Cornwall, like for like. Just have to watch for jellyfish sometimes.
Special tap magic taps. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, we did it! Yay! Let's get the sun decorations. So, this is the queen. She needed a castle and we made one. So first, this is her car. Second of all, she's got her own personal driveway and path. Second of all, she's got her castle.
Can we get a scoop of candy floss and a small chocolate cone?
You was nice to me.
Rocky hungry? What do you want, Mum?
Give me a lot.
So where we are at the minute, this is Trotter Bay, and it's another fairly expensive place to live on the island, except for Rothniger as well. I can see why it's nice. It's expensive, but on this side of the island, the south side, it's more sandy, and then the north side, maybe on another video, it's more rocky, you know, Red Wharf, Amlook. So I think we've had our fill for today. We're going to go back, chill for a bit, and then later on I think we might go to Seams Bay and yeah, probably sunset with some tea. That's the plan. Right, so we got back. Tires you out, that sun, and see you. So I've got a little bag of goodies that I'm going to go through. But first things foremost is slow cooker beef for tea. So that's going to be nice. That's been cooking all day. So within this bag, I've got a few goodies, essentials. What I did was, when we first let it out, I had friends and family come and stay and test it out, tell us what we needed, what worked, what didn't work, and yeah, vice versa. I'll get onto the teething issues soon. But yeah, within this bag we've got gate latches, because the gates in the garden, when you push them open, they spring back, and then you've got to put your arm over the fence. So then, yeah, it's a bit of a rigmarole. So we've got a few of these. What have we got in here? We've got the shed. So I've not shown you the garden yet, but property developers, everyone knows about the Crooked House pub. It sadly got burnt down and then later demolished. There was a lot of controversy. I think the Skipyard company who owned it wanted a new access road. So I'll show you that in a minute, the shed, and why we're calling it the Crooked House for the next few months. More gates. We've got hooks. So dressing gown hooks on the backs of the bedroom doors and this bathroom door. So if you're coming in and you're hooking your dressing gown on, or your robe after an evening, maybe if you're in one of the other places, you'll be getting in the hot tub, that type of thing. What have we got in here? Oh, okay, so we've got ashtrays, and we got some really nice ones from Turkey, and I'm not too sure what happened to them, but we've got proper ceramic ashtrays for the back garden. So we've got 3 of those. In here we've got testing strips for the hot tub. So when you're doing your cleans within your hot tub, you've got these alkaline, acidity, chlorine strips, and you do a dip test and it tells you exactly what's okay, what's not. But that's for the maintenance guy. And then to replace the Anglesey flag, tell you all about that soon. We've got a Welsh one, so keeping it traditional. I'm going to have another one flying. And what we've got here is bin disposal. So we had a few guests leave the rubbish in the back garden. We don't want that for like wildlife. If it's windy, it might get blown about. So all our bins are located down the side entry. And you're pointing out the obvious, because when you're away on holiday, you do go a bit brain dead. You forget how the cooker works, and you forget how a hob works, and you're just in holiday mode, relaxing. So yeah, let me go and show you Crooked House and let's put this flag up. So whilst we're out here, I'll show you the back garden. And it's just exactly what I wanted. Low maintenance, the sun's out, absolutely glorious. That heater's still on from last time, so that'll be costing me a little pretty penny. Should be on a timer that actually. But yeah, so barbecues, essentials, recycling bin, and then out the back. Out the back here we've got summer house, and then we've got this cool little pub bench at the minute. So within Anglesey it rains 9 times out of 10, but we're having a really good summer at the minute. So we've got this proper pub bench style seating, and need a few more plants in here, but welcome to Crooked House. So if I hold this phone straight, that's straight, and this is called Crooked House. So if you go and Google the Crooked House pub, when that goes on straight, it'll look funny that. But temporary, because what we'll end up doing is we'll end up collapsing this, and then we're gonna board it off, and then we're going to put a concrete base in and get that right. So for those of you who didn't know, this has one extra lion here, and it's just been battered over time, but this is the official Anglesey flag. It's got the 3 lions, similar to the 3 legs of the Isle of Man. So out with the old, in with the new, and get this flying. Right, so this is what lazy Sundays are all about, and it is Mario Kart, eating Robyn's leftover chocolate while she's not here, and then Danny's going to show you my ingenious table hack. So we didn't really have anywhere else to sit, eat breakfast, because it's such a small space. You know, you got your bed. I don't mind eating in bed. And we did get these tables from IKEA. And then whilst we were staying here one night, we thought it's just not quite enough. You know, bowls of milk, it's just going to end in disaster. So we got kitchen worktop to match. We got a small cut, and we got these from Savoy, our local timber merchants in Wigan. And we got these retractable hooks. Now these are from Amazon, and they were about £15 for the pair. So we just got a sheet of MDF. We haven't painted it, you know. We will do eventually, but teething issues, you know. Sometimes just get in, get it done, but it doesn't look too bad when it's down. And then within the cupboard, we've got 2 chairs folded out, so daughter will have a breakfast on that tomorrow. But yeah, chilling out, and I'm going to whoop Danny's ass at Mario Kart.
Yeah, but you just cheat all the time.
Winner! I'm telling you, who else has a 65-inch TV with a Nintendo Switch, sound system, boom, epic. So we're currently on the A55. It is, we're going to get there for 8:30. The sun's due to set at 10:02, and we're heading up towards South Stack. So the lighthouse at the very southwesternly point of Anglesey, and it should be quite clear. Was them cats? Find them. Where are they? So early morning, waking up, getting ready to go back home, and we just tidied up this place. So as and when you come and book a stay with us at Robyn's retreat, you've got your hamper and all your luxuries, and we're ready to rock for the next guest. So a few little jobs for the maintenance and the cleaners. You come away for a little break and sometimes you fall into the trap of, I've got to do this, got to do that. And what we have is really interesting. We've got these feedback forms. So as and when guests come to stay, and if you're an Airbnb owner, or just in general within your business itself, if you can take constructive criticism well, it makes for an ultimate business and you will just thrive. So here we have guest feedback forms, and it is a little bit on the idea and premise of that 4 in a bed. So there's a British docu-series, and it documents Airbnb hotel owners, and they request, you know, feedback, and they give a score at the end. I'm sure everyone's seen it, but yeah, it's a really good way of finding out what's wrong, because everyone will tell you what's good, but not a lot of people tell you what's wrong. So I've just been cleaned out the traps of the showers. So within both of them at the minute, there's not been enough routine maintenance. Jobs are being missed. So you just correct it, improve, keep going. So yeah, we've not had any breakfast yet. I've got a hangry kid, and we're gonna go out for the day and make our way home. Right, so we're back home, back in Wigan, and I'm absolutely knackered. That traffic on the way home was nothing short of ridiculous. 3.5 hours for a 2-hour journey. So early night for me. I'm back off doing some property training down in London. So up early tomorrow. But yeah, if you like the content, as always, please feel free to like, share and subscribe. And if you're interested in booking a stay at one of our places, check out the link description below, and it is renovaproperty.co.uk. Yeah, so all the best, see you soon.